welcome back everyone to more Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. Picking up here, almost in the circle, for investigating this tower for divine inquiries. I actually just saw somebody else go run up this hill a second ago. Right into the tower we go. Looks like it's Dwemer in nature. If the load screen and goes some like gears laying around outside are any indication. Through one door and into another. Yeah, nice place you got here. What's up?
Oh, such displeasure and disappointment. Nothing works, even though every calculation is precise. Now an interruption. How infuriating. Wait. Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Nice outfit. Do you know anything about divine energy?
Divine energy? I'll have you know I participated in Lord Sothis Seal's 9 analyses of the exalted enigmas. But we have more important matters. I'm about to determine the correlation between color and time, and I could use another set of hands.
Color and time? Okay. If I help, will you answer my question?
A reciprocal exchange. Interesting, yes. I can see the benefits of such an arrangement. Very well. Just activate the crystals in the proper sequence while I modulate the energy flow. Less chance of an explosion that way.
Excuse me. I guess there's not really any point of asking that, because like he just told me proper order. Although, well, you haven't really told me the proper order as of yet. I have to determine. Okay, let's just ask.
Such a waste repeating words. Activate the crystals in the proper order. It's all about colors, like a rainbow. Make a mistake and reset the mechanism using that lever, unless it explodes. You'll be surprised how often that happens.
Lovely. Like a rainbow. Got it. Do I remember the proper order of the colors of a rainbow? Not really. Green, purple, red, blue. I'm drawing a blank. I totally don't exactly remember the order of the colors in a rainbow. Hey Google. Hey Google. If I Google rainbow, will you please show me a picture of one? I was totally just drawing a blank here. Rainbow. Google, show me a picture. No, I just want images. Just show me images. First thing that came up was something about women. Okay, yeah, show me that. Red, yellow, blue, purple. Red.
A good start. Keep going.
Yellow.
Correct. So far, so good.
Those things are seriously loud. Yellow. Oh. There's green is or blue. Green.
Nice clockwork you are.
Blue.
Close, very close. One more to go.
Playful. Okay, fine. Violet.
I love it when the gears align. Perfect. Such are the benefits of an extra set of appendages. The energy flows freely and without disruption, allowing the rods and the pistons to align in a most pleasing manner. Thank you. Now, why do you want to know about divine energy?
Well, I was sent to ask you about the transfer of divine energy.
Sent? How intriguing. I was just thinking about my former master, Sotha Seal, and the experiments we conducted. He desperately sought to understand the power he and his companions attained, especially whether or not that power was temporary.
Did Sotha Seal reach a conclusion?
Not while I assisted him. He had a tool that he used to drain away minute bits of his own divine energy to store and study. He could extract it and return it as he saw fit. Not sure what became of the tool, but here are my notes from those days.
These notes should be helpful. Can I ask you a few more questions?
More questions? Well, Lord Sotha Seal attributed curiosity to intellectual superiority. Suppose I should do the same.
Thanks.
Ask, and I will attempt to tighten the cogs of your ongoing education as best I can.
That tool you mentioned, is it a weapon?
Odd question. Is a hammer a weapon? A saw? A Dwemer spring spanner? No, it was just a tool. A device crafted by Sotha Seal to aid in his endless experiments. Suppose I could imagine ways to modify the device, but for what reason?
Do you know where the tool is now?
Haven't a clue. Tools have a way of wandering off when you don't stay vigilant. Had a guar that used to swallow tools when I wasn't looking. Glowed for a month until the enchantment dissipated and the tool passed. Still
Lovely.
heard the screams.
That's a pleasant thought. You worked with Sotha Seal?
I was his apprentice, but that was years ago. Spent time working in the Clockwork City. That's what I learned about energy transference, Dwemer engineering, mechanical symmetry. Made me the Dark Elf I am today. I have a question. Who sent you?
Archcanon Travis sent me.
The Archcanon? Lord Vivek's High Priest? Suddenly the gears align. I can think of a number of reasons that Alm and V would want to know about C and his tools, but some doors just shouldn't be opened.
Tell me more about Sotha Seal.
He's the father of mysteries and the architect of time, one of the Tribunal, the three living gods of the Dark Elves. Creates all sorts of helpful and intriguing devices, like the Clockwork City. I haven't seen my old master in many years.
What's the Clockwork City?
It's a wonder and a miracle. All brass tunnels, glass domes, and giant gears. He was inspired by the work of the Dwemer. The Clockwork City is pure Sotha Seal. He made it to forge the future and reshape the world. I learned a lot there.
I'm sure he did. Alright, we gotta go back in his office now.
Outlander, over here.
Oh, sup?
This requires a considerable amount of effort, so just listen. We have a problem here. Return to my office immediately.
Thanks for that. I was kind of planning on going back to your office anyway. That's kind of what the quest told me to do. guys really know how to be a pain in the butt. This whole restricted area nonsense. And going through there, and I'll probably would have ended up right back in the restricted area. Oh, hello. I just want to get to that shrine. While we're over here, it's like there should be. Oh my god, you're hostile? When do these guys actually flat out attack you? Whoa, since when did not just flat out attack you? I thought nuts were peaceful creatures. Was that not the lore book, or is it just not updating? I don't think they quite have everything situated for lore books quite yet. Oh boy. I just ran into the middle of it, didn't I? Go, horse, go. Run! Run like the wind, horse. This is, there's a book right here. I wonder if it's actually the book I just picked up. Oh, did that just suddenly update? No. What is this? Yeah. Monkey need like a quest or something to go in there. Maybe that's where that particular book actually is. And the one I picked up is just, you know, one that they haven't gotten into their system yet. Gotten programmed into the add-on quite yet. I'm like way away from where I needed to be to get to that. Of course, yeah, that stupid restricted zone kind of all up in the way. Slaughterfish are real. Yes, of course they are. They use slaughterfish to keep us out of places they don't want us to go, so they don't get eaten alive. All this gathering of stuff here in Morrowind would be even more handy because now that I actually know for sure, I can, if I go to the page for the add-on, the Harvest Map add-on, where you can download the files that they've accumulated from other players, it will update your files, and anything that you've found that they didn't have already, they add it to their database. I didn't actually realize that before, otherwise I would have uploaded my stuff because I had found quite a lot of ones that were not previously marked while playing my main character. Well, unfortunately, I lost all of that when I had that Windows crash. It completely erased that information. I had to go download their files, and I had 3 things that they didn't previously have that of course came from here.
At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red
No.
Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the palace doors.
Is that the emergency? The people want to see Lord Vivek?
In part. Lord Vivek is not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover?
I investigated 3 locations. Here's what I learned.
I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivek. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong. Thank you for aiding us. You should go see Lord Vivek now. He's been asking about you. I'll be along shortly.
You're going to just read the notes? I thought we could discuss what I learned.
Very well. Tell me what you learned at each of the locations, and let's see what conclusions we can come to.
Barilzar told me about Sothis Seal's experiments with divine energy. He gave me his notes.
Barilzar faithfully served Sothis Seal. He's as loyal to the Tribunal as I am. He would never intentionally harm Lord Vivek. But that tool he mentioned... Perhaps one of the priests Vivek sent away could search the temple archives for more information.
Vivek sent away all of his priests?
Lord Vivek doesn't want his followers to see him in such a weakened state. Only you, Canon Levuel, and myself are permitted into his palace now. Speaking of the palace, Lord Vivek wants to see you when we're done here.
Yeah, you kind of already told me that. An Ashlander named Chodala has been inciting the tribes.
So your notes say, and this Saren assisted you. Interesting. Most Ashlanders want nothing to do with the tribunal. Even so, they rarely become aggressive. I'd say this Chodala bears watching. If we can spare it, I'll send an armiger to Aldrin.
Chodala's newfound power might have something to do with Vivek's problem.
Interesting theory. Perhaps Chodala's staff can steal Vivek's energy. I have a hard time imagining how an Ashlander could accomplish such a feat. Lord Vivek said the draining has grown more intense since you left. It doesn't look well.
Cultists took over the mine outside Belmora.
From what you discovered, I dare say there may be a correlation between the narcotic relic and the tool Barilzar mentioned. And it seems the Ashlander thieves are connected to Chodala. Your evidence points to a clear conclusion.
Chodala is using Zuna-Ra to steal Vivek's divine energy?
So it appears. Lord Vivek's doing his best not to complain, but I can see how much the draining of his energy has cost him. Just seeing you again should improve his mood considerably. And the progress you made with your investigations, outstanding.
Uh-huh. Well, that could certainly explain why that random Ashlander suddenly has a bunch of newfound powers, stealing them from Lord Vivek. Yeah, let's just ride our horse up there. The stairs is a long way.
You don't understand. I need to see Lord Vivek.
Lord Vivek isn't receiving visitors today.
And I get to just walk past them all. Stop, guys. I'm special.
My lord, please
Goodness.
let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us. The river drains into the sea, as my divinity flows out of me. Need some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made any progress toward discovering the source of my discomfort?
Oh, yeah. Maybe if you put your other leg down on the floor, you'll be a little more comfortable. I think that an Ashlander named Chodala might be responsible for your condition.
An Ashlander? That seems unlikely, but I trust your instincts. We need to find out more about this Chodala and the ancient enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation. And look, here comes the Archcanon now.
My lord, the Outlander may have actually discovered something. After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander Chodala has somehow siphoned divine energy away from Lord Vivek.
So you know how to restore Lord Vivek's power?
Not exactly. But now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution, one that probably involves Chodala's staff. How the Ashlander got his hands on Sothasil's tool and turned it into a weapon is beyond me, though.
You want me to acquire this staff called Zuna-Ra.
Eventually, but we need to be cautious. If Chodala is as respected as you say, attacking him would start a war we can't afford to partake in. Go to Aldrin and talk to his sister, Saren. I don't trust her either, but she worked with you before.
I'll go talk to Siren.
Get to Aldrin and locate Saren. She needs to tell us more about Chodala and then help us acquire his staff. Without it, we can't restore Vivek. Meanwhile, I need to placate the populace. The people grow concerned over Vivek's continuing isolation.
What's happening to Vivek again?
Didn't we cover this?
Yeah.
Let me refresh your memory. Lord Vivek suffers stoically as his divine energy drains away. Neither my administrations nor his defenses have been sufficient to plug the hole, so we've isolated him to keep panic to a minimum.
Okay, well, just because we have all these options, we're just gonna ask him everything. What's causing Vivek's loss of divine energy?
If we knew for certain, we wouldn't be sending you to make a deal with a heretical Ashlander, now would we? Chodala must have something to do with Vivek's energy loss, but the how and why remain a mystery. That's why I must examine that staff.
Why do you think the staff is important?
Everything you uncovered suggests the staff and Sotha Sil's missing tool are one and the same, and it's obviously connected to Chodala's newfound powers. Bring it back here so I can study it. The solution resides in the staff. I'm sure of it.
Why do you think the people are going to panic?
Experience, Outlander. Experience. I have seen the Dunmer rage against the gods at the least provocation. When they realize that Vivek is ill, that his powers are failing, they'll weep and gnash their teeth like frightened children.
You really expect that strong a reaction just because Vivek's ill?
The people don't handle the infirmities of their deities very well, especially when those infirmities could foreshadow Red Mountain's eruption or portend the moonlets fall from the sky. Once such fear ignites, it spreads like wildfire.
What does the Tribunal think of the Ashlanders?
They try not to think about them at all. The Ashlanders are savages. They refuse to acknowledge the supremacy of Lord Vivek and the Tribunal, instead putting their faith in the despicable Daedra. They're heretics, pure and simple.
Do you really think this could lead to all-out war with the Ashlanders?
The Ashlanders hold to superstitions the way Quama protect their eggs. If they really consider Chodala to be the Nerevarin, then any action you take against him will enrage the tribes. Talk to Saren and see if she can suggest an alternative course.
Of course. I do like to go through all the options, even if it's kind of like, well, duh, he just told us half the stuff that we're asking him. But alright guys, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.